What's happening, everyone? Online coach creator, I'm Brandon Hofer, coming at you today with how do you stay in this game long term? And what I mean is when you're launching an online business, typically what I see with my clients is the first 2 to 3 months, they are gung-ho, right? Super excited, charged up. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna launch my business. I'm gonna break free from whatever 9 to 5 or whatever career or job that you have, create a new reality in my life. They're amped up, they're motivated, they're doing it. And then inevitably, 2 to 3 months into it, there's a dip. There's a drop in motivation. The reality sets in of, well, this is a lot of work. I don't get to just click go and leads start coming at me on autopilot, which is what a lot of people try to sell you on. So yes, this takes a lot of work. This takes some effort. So how do you keep that vibrant energy alive? How do you stay in it long term, knowing that this is gonna be a lot of work? What I find for myself anyway, that works really, really well, and this is a principle that I like to teach on, not just for business building, but for life in general. It's the principle of equanimity. Now, if you don't know what that word means, it's simply the process of doing a thing, acknowledging that you're gonna do whatever you can, you're gonna control what you can control, but then at the end of the day, you're gonna let go psychologically and emotionally, let go of the results and just let what happens happen. That's equanimity, where you say, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna do my best, and then I'm gonna let go, because we acknowledge that there are some things that I can control, and I can and I should control those things, put my effort in, do what I can, but ultimately, this is a very big world and a very big universe. There are things that you can't control, and equanimity means I will gradually accept more and more that truth. Think of it this way. If you're learning how to surf, and you jump in the water, the waves are crashing all around you, you're jumping in the ocean, you're trying to swim, you're learning how to do it, you can't control the waves. They are there no matter what. In fact, no one can control the waves. They're just crashing all over us no matter what. But I can strategically learn how to surf. I can show up every day. I can jump in the water. I can hone my skill at surfing and learn how to leverage that chaos, learn how to leverage the things I can't control, so that I can gradually become a better and better surfer. Will there still be disappointments? Of course there will be. That's not the point. The point is, no matter what happens, I'm going to accept the fact that there's this whole ocean out there, metaphorically speaking, of course, there's this whole ocean out there that I can't control. But what I do control is how I respond to it. Now, many of you have probably heard of Viktor Frankl. You've probably read that book, Man's Search for Meaning. Now, he talks about going through the Nazi concentration camps, one of the most, if not the most horrific experience that any human being could go through. And yet, in the midst of it, he wrote down, he's quoted as saying, at the end of the day, there's one human freedom. There's one human freedom that no one can take away from you, and that is the freedom to choose how you will react, how you will respond to any given life situation. And that's what I'm talking about here. You want to make it in this game long term. You want to know what it's like to navigate those ups and downs where you're motivated one month and completely demotivated the next month. It's acknowledging that there are some things you will never be able to control. It's equanimity. It's saying, but even in the midst of that, even in the midst of the chaos and the waves and the crashing that I can't control, I will choose to remain in control of what I'm in charge of, and that is how I react to any given situation. It's, hey, no matter what happens, I know that I'm still fully in control of who I am, of who I'm serving, of what I bring to the table, and that as long as I show up consistently, as long as I commit to the process, as long as I keep coming back on a daily basis, as long as I get in the ocean every day and continue to develop my skill at surfing, metaphorically, as long as I continue showing up on a daily basis, developing that skill, you will make it. You can't help but succeed as long as you show up consistently, put in the work, and maintain control over what you can control, while at the same time just letting go and letting the ocean and letting the waves crash around you knowing that you are going to be okay. If you like this video, if you want more education and inspiration along the way to building your online coaching business, click that link below, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you next time.